Have you ever wanted to move off grid and shovel shit? Start a homestead? Have you ever wondered what it's like to live off grid in one of America's most beautiful climates? Albeit harsh. Imagine building your own home from scratch with no power lines and no water pipes. Hell, you could build a shop and start your own business so you can make 100% of your income from your homestead, and while you're at it, just rebuild an old engine and make yourself your own farm truck for a fraction of the cost of buying one. Today I'll show you guys around and tell you a little bit more about my frugal homestead. Anyone who's followed along knows I talk about food, water, and shelter constantly. And this is a good image here because, well, I've got food in the shop or in the cabin there. There's water I can haul in addition to the 12,000 gallons of rainwater I can harvest and store annually. And then I've got a shop here. This is another kind of shelter. Food, water, shelter. And when I came out here, it was just the camper van, with a little solar system, a little refrigerator, and some canned goods and whatnot. And then I just had a little trailer with some water. So, in regards to food, water, shelter, I brought out food. I had shelter and water. I was bringing out water. And then immediately I started working on some gardens and some livestock. And so I got a few chickens, built a chicken coop, built a little garden, built some pens for the pigs. Most of this is scrap material, and I'll upgrade it now that I've got myself a house. And the horse stables is first to get upgraded, that and the pig pen shelter. So I can grow quite a bit of food in the gardens year round. Pigs are a real easy way to harvest a lot of meat. I've dug underground cisterns by the buildings. There's a 3,600 gallon one there. There's another one behind here. There's a 4,500 gallon an hour pond, or gallon pond over here. There's the water tower. This is the geothermal, and the water tower can pump water to these pig waterers and water gardens automated if I want. Geothermal is a really good place to grow a lot of food. I've never bought as much squash and melons as I get out of my garden all the time. And in the back here, there's a aquaponic system, and I just recently added 20 bluegill. So just a quick rundown and kind of a recap for the people that are new here. And there's also a free guide to off-grid living on my website if you want to check that out. So I moved off-grid to start a homestead, largely because it was something I always wanted to do since I was a little boy. I used to go to the cabin with my grandpa, and that probably heavily influenced me. And then as I got older, I just continued to like the idea of trying to grow my own food, be pretty self-reliant. Make my own food, water, shelter, not really need to rely on too many people. I always liked that idea, and I also really thoroughly enjoy solitude. It's not for everybody, but some people thrive on solitude. I think there's something to be said about working for yourself, if that's something that you like to do. It's not for everybody to be maybe an entrepreneur or run a business or work remotely, but there are options. And starting a homestead doesn't need to be extremely expensive. I started with $6,000 in my camper van. All of the structures around the homestead started out with scrap material. Even the cabin that's really nice, I only bought second grade wood for that. So I built it for about half what it would normally cost. Living in solitude gave me the option to slow down and think, and it's just been real good for me to process everything. And you can read more, you can think about life and decide what you want to do and put your focus into things that really matter. You know, maybe rather than working the 9 to 5 thing for the rest of your life. Well, this is the last look inside. I just tightened up the valve lash, did the preload on these guys, installed the distributor, put the alternator in, and I ordered a universal power steering pump holder bracket, but it doesn't work, so I'll have to order a special one for this to get that power steering up here. And otherwise, I mean, we're getting real close to finishing this installation. Well, with that out of the way, I'm in my little workshop right now bagging up some products. So people have ordered some of my red tea, blue tea, green tea, corn flour, black powder tonic, ebooks, courses, and whatnot. I'm just fulfilling all of those orders right now. So here's one of my outgoing orders. You can see there's corn flour, green tea, red tea, blue tea, and they've even got black powder tonic. They ordered 2 of my Homestead kits, which includes all of my products, so times 2. That out of the way, the dogs need to go to the bathroom. The water filter is running low, and I keep a 3-gallon container, so I need to fill that up. I've got to take out my little compost bowl. There's these little ice packs I keep in the fridge. Compost goes out here in these bins to break down. I watered the last 2 days, so the garden's fine. Just put a little bit of water in here for the rice. I don't filter this because it's going to get heated up a lot. But if I'm going to drink the water, I just run it through the filter there. So turn on the rice. We can throw chicken breast on to cook. Hey guys. So let's see, I fixed up the truck. Oh, I did the chores first, then I fixed up the truck. Then I packed some orders. Now I'm getting some food ready, got water for myself, and guess what? The horses are probably hungry again. Gonna throw some to the pigs too. You know what I forgot to mention is I scraped up their manure this morning. I just throw it in the wheelbarrow and then I roll it over to the corner where I'm trying to dry farm. Come on guys. Come on. Let's go home. Come on, Mal. Mal, come on. Let's go. Go home. Good boy. Come on, go home. Go home. Okay, go home. Go on. Come on, Helga.